Should Indian youth worry about the flood of technologies? Is India not producing enough technology entrepreneurs? This special episode of ICT Academy Dialogue brings answers to these questions from Dr. Venkatesh R, the Chief Scientist, TCS Research and Development Center.
Hello all, welcome to this ICT Academy Dialogue session. We have with us a great expert, the Chief Scientist at TCS, Mr. Venkatesh. Hello sir.
Hi.
What makes interesting to you in this last 30 years journey to continue in this innovation space?
What has been really interesting has been the rapid change in ideas, in technologies, in applications. The way more recently the changes that machine learning has brought in, the way it has opened up possibilities, and that has all brought forth new problems and new challenges for us to solve, and that's always been interesting.
So innovation, I know people talk about innovation, that too more into IT industry, and now we talk about the Industry 4.0. In Industry 4.0, which is one technology that you feel is going to change the future?
I think machine learning in its current form, and especially if there is any new breakthroughs in the areas of machine learning, that's going to really change the way business applications are developed and the way businesses interact with their customers, especially in the way they are more personalized to individual customer needs.
So do you think that will impact the talent requirements?
That will greatly impact talent requirements. What we are going to see from talent is we need people who can be very creative, who can express their thought processes and express how they solve problems so that they can train machines to solve the same problems. And how customers behave, they should be able to imagine, empathize with customers. Emotional quotient is going to become very critical. How people think, how people behave, how people interact, the ability to understand all that is going to be very critical. The ability to express that in a rigorous form so that machines can do that is going to be very critical.
Now, it's been 30 years, a long journey for you as a professional. I'm sure you wouldn't have learned all these things when you were doing college. It was totally different.
Absolutely.
So how did you keep pace with the growth, technological growth?
I think what has been key is two things. One is a very high degree of interest that I had in the changes, ongoing changes, be it changes in programming languages, be it changes in technologies, and understanding why those changes were taking place, understanding how those changes are impacting us. Even now, machine learning is a very, very interesting area, very exciting. It's to know how well it can do in relation to human thinking, how close it can come. There are areas where it performs better. That's always very interesting and exciting. And as a result, I kept pace by either reading about the latest developments in form of research papers and keeping up to date through even media technology news forums, and also try to incorporate that in the work, ensuring that my work changes to keep pace with the changing environment.
Okay, to be more specific, can you just indicate us how will your day be? How will your day be? Because you're in a most serious position within the company, you will also have to keep pace with the technological growth through learning. How are you planning your day?
So, from a day perspective, the day will typically include a lot of interactions with my colleagues in specific technical problems that they are trying to address or that they try to solve. They are all very interesting, which includes, so I'm primarily in the area of verification and validation of programs, and proving programs correct is the height of human intelligence, and to be able to do that. So now we have several colleagues of mine who are trying very, very different ideas to be able to prove programs correct. Interacting with them in technical details on this consumes a large part of my day. And I also try to read technology news and also try to read papers, technical research publications every day to some extent in the areas of interest to me. which currently involve machine learning and proving programs. These are the two primary areas.
So lifelong learning is needed.
Absolutely. Lifelong learning, I would just say it is needed. It's what makes a career a lot of fun and exciting and interesting. And it's important to stay interested. That is key. Then learning automatically happens.
Now, more than 3 lakh engineers are coming out of colleges in India, and everybody will aspire to work with leading companies like yours and things like that. So, can you just tell us 1 or 2 core skills which they need to develop within their college before they come to your company?
I would say, instead of focusing on core skills, they should focus on their core interests and their core strengths, and have a lot of self-belief in following that interest. Envisage how that interest can be translated to something that is useful to society, useful to mankind, and then the rest will just follow.
Okay.
Some company or the other will find value for that strength, and they will take them forward. They should try and get out of any herd mentality. Be bold enough to try something different.
Okay. Now, you spoke about machine learning as one new area which will change the future. So, machine learning is, as I understand, as a non-technical person, it is going to bring a lot of automation. So, will that affect our job market, or will the opportunity be lost by our grads in the future?
So it is not just machine learning, even otherwise the increased automation is going to affect a large amount of jobs, especially in various areas. So if you look at India, there are these petrol pumps which are manned by people. Those are jobs which abroad they are over there because it's all. In fact, the petrol pumps in India are also reasonably automated. We just have people who are manning them. That is similar. There are various such things where jobs are on their way out, and that's a serious concern. And, similarly, so machine learning brings in even among knowledge workers. There are some jobs that will go away because machines can do that, scale up much better than humans can. So if you certain jobs which need to be addressed at a scale, humans just cannot do it. It will have to be done by machines.
So how do you think we should tackle that? So when you say now the huge scale is in certain jobs that will go away. So what is the new jobs that will come and how
there
should
is
we produce
a
them?
lot of new jobs that are coming up which require high skills, high creativity. Entertainment industry is a big opening where there is a lot of jobs. Fine arts, anything which has creativity, applications of technology, gaming, video gaming is a big. There's a lot of people who are looking for new opportunities there. Applications of technology in various fields. So there is in fact today there are a lot of companies that are looking for talent and not finding them.
Okay.
So if there are appropriately trained, educated people, there is a lot of jobs for them.
So now, do you have any message to the teachers? Because the teachers are the very key to produce our graduates, specific to the higher education teachers.
So, my message to teachers is also the same as I have, because teaching is also finally a career, which is understand your areas of interest, delve deep into those, impart that whatever you have learned because you have delved deep into those to your students. Have a passion for your subject, pick areas that are of interest to you, so that you stay interested throughout your career, and follow. The rest will just follow.
Okay.
Be bold, be creative.
Okay. So if I have to put one skill which students will have to now try and imbibe for the future is creativity. Can I say that?
Yeah, absolutely. And self-belief is something they all need.
But it will be difficult for somebody to inculcate the self-belief externally. It has
Yes,
to come
it
internally.
has to come.
But creativity, how do you think?
But if they spend a lot of time and effort in learning the subject of their interest, then self-belief will naturally follow. It's the effort that is needed that needs to be put into an area of interest to them.
No, to inculcate that creativity, that spirit of creativity among students, do you think college can do something?
Yes. First thing the colleges need to do is to change their assessment. Today, all of assessment examines rote learning, assesses rote learning, and that needs to change. Today, if a student, there is no assessment where it expects a student to be creative. That needs to change.
Okay.
And so, if you have your projects, if a student is trying out a new idea, that should get a lot of weightage, as opposed to has the project been done bug-free here. Because if it has to be done bug-free, the easiest for them to download source code from somewhere and present it.
Okay.
So the way you encourage students in their creativity is ask them questions which needs creative thinking. Ask them questions which require them to apply what they have learned, as opposed to just reproduce what they have learned.
So according to you, you are a chief scientist, it will be very appropriate to ask you, according to you, in your education, study, whom do you rate as the best teacher and why? Your teacher.
I won't pick any particular teacher, but what I really enjoyed is teachers who brought out insightful teaching. For example, if it was teaching mechanical physics, then people who really laid out very complex machines and then simplified it using a simple physics problem, replace all those components by. So that really taught you to think in simple terms, even to model something very complex. That needed imagination and creativity. And the questions were also teachers who asked questions of that kind, where you study as much as you want to help open book exams, those kind of things.
Now the students in the colleges are actually really confused because of this technology. There are people, those who say learn data analytics, somebody says learn infrastructure, somebody says learn programming. What is that they should do?
I think all they need to do is to be good in whatever they do.
Okay.
It's the ability, a high IQ, a high ability to solve problems is what is needed, irrespective of technology.
Okay.
So that will help in any field. If you want to join politics, you need the ability to solve problems. If you want to join in the entertainment industry, you need the ability to conceive of entertainment, that you need to understand the masses and their tastes and produce high quality content for them. So a general skill of ability to think independently is what is needed, as opposed to learning any specific technology. Any specific technology they learn will be outdated in some years.
Okay.
So they shouldn't be worried too much about the flood of technologies.
Is that the reason why India is not producing tech entrepreneurs?
I won't say India is not producing tech entrepreneurs.
No, compared to the US.
So there are many Indians who are tech entrepreneurs. So to say that India is not producing tech entrepreneurs is...
No, I'm not saying not producing. Today you name the top 10. They're not Indian.
Head of Microsoft is an Indian, So to say that they're not Indian...
But we have not produced, we don't have our WhatsApp or Facebook on our own.
That's a different issue. That's a matter of time that it will come. But the point is, we do produce tech entrepreneurs. It's not that.
Okay.
Whether within the country there's an opportunity for tech entrepreneurs to flourish is a different question. And what those reasons are, I don't know. It could be social, it could be economical, whatever it is. But to say that we are not producing is incorrect.
Got it. Because now that there is a lot of push on getting entrepreneurship in India.
There are a lot of startups that are coming up, and I'm sure we will have our success
do you think soon we will have our Facebook kind of global giant coming from India?
Absolutely. Okay. We have our Olas, we have our Flipkarts. We'll soon have everything.
Fine, sir. Thank you so much for these interesting insights.
Thank you.
I'm sure this will be very much useful to the students and educated to help them in their progress of making their careers.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this special episode of ICT Academy Dialogue. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Insta. Thank you.